Do you want to relocate to a country where after 2 years you can get permanent residency? Do you want to relocate without any age limit or age restriction? Do you want to relocate with free visa sponsorship? Do you want to relocate with your family? Or do you want to relocate and at the same time you want to study? And do you dream of having or earning 27,000 euros annually? If your answer to these questions is yes, then I will encourage you to watch this video till the end. Stay tuned, guys. Don't miss this. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Olutu, your regular face. First of all, I want to say thank you guys for your follow-ups, for your subscriptions, for your likes, for your comments, for your questions, for everything. You are the real G. Okay, so thank you for your subscriptions, and I hope you're getting values for your subscription. And for those that are just coming to this place for the very first time, what I do is to just share opportunities either abroad or whatever. I like to encourage people, discuss lifestyle growth and development. There are several other things that I have not done on this YouTube channel that we will be doing. So guys, it's just a place where you can feel at home. Yes, allow me to use that. Feel at home. Come here for information and all of that. So today is another sweet day. So if you're coming here for the very first time, I want to appreciate you. So thank you for coming for the very first time, and I want to encourage you to please subscribe. Click the subscription button so that when we drop information, you will always get it firsthand. So thank you for all the likes and the comment and everything. So today we're just going straight down to business. So today I will just be talking on this new pathway. Now it's obvious, it's not a new information anymore that relocating to UK, to Canada, and to some other countries is a lot of fight right now. It's a battle for the strongest. Okay, it's been difficult. A lot of policies are just coming up that it's making relocation to these locations quite difficult. However, even though it's difficult on that side, I'm just bringing another information to you that is quite or less stressful. I said less stressful because once an opportunity becomes competitive, a lot of people want to embrace this opportunity. Then it means you have to fight, or you have to make sure that you make yourself, be at the top or be outstanding among many. Okay, so today I just want to tell you about a new location that is currently embracing people, and this location is Ireland. I don't know if UK is your target, Canada is your dream place, Australia is your dream place, irrespective of where you want to dream of or where you're dreaming of. I just want to tell you about Ireland. Here's the news about Ireland. Stay tuned. Chronic shortage of carers is forcing elderly people to seek help in private sector. Elderly or infirm people are increasingly reliant on private sector operators and undeclared visits from healthcare workers because of chronic shortage in the sector. Advocacy group says a shortage of carers means thousands of people are struggling to get the support they need to remain at home, heightening the risk of them presenting to hospital or considering nursing home care. In the majority of cases, these people could remain at home long term and if necessary support was available. Now, this is to say that Ireland is in need of carers, is seriously in need of carers. This is what they call shortage of workers. So there's shortage of healthcare workers in Highland as we speak. Let's look further into this information. It says a huge shortage of carers means that there are 5,986 people on home help waiting list, with operators struggling to meet the demands placed on the sector. About half of this cohort are waiting on a new service. Can you imagine that? The others are waiting for staff to be able to provide additional hour according to the HSC. Now, this means that there are the number of carers that is, are currently available. Some of them have to do extra shifts. Let me use that word, extra hours by force to be able to support these homes. You can imagine how stressed they're gonna be. Of course, they are getting paid, but of course, it's gonna be stressful, very, very stressful. Now, let's look that word a little more. It says several people in the sector told the Sunday Independent some carers are working unofficially to fill gaps where home care options are limited or unavailable. Do you see that? So it means a lot of people are overworking themselves. Like seriously overworking themselves. Imagine doing an unofficial hour of work because you want to care for people because there are shortage of staffs. It's really indeed shortage of staffs. Now let's look at this other part. Now this means current and former healthcare or social care workers are working off the books to help people who cannot get to support. That's a lot. That is a lot. Now let's just look into another information that I have on this page. Now let's look at this. This is also from the Irish Times. It says here that work visas for 1,000 more home care workers confirmed to tackle recruitment crisis in the sector. So the good news is there are 1,000 more home care workers confirmed to tackle recruitment. So it means that recruitment from this side is currently opened, is currently available. Now, let me read further. It says the visas for non EU nationals to be introduced next year to address home care staff deficit will boost to pay and conditions. Now, this particular information you're seeing on my screen here, it's 2022 discussion. This is 2022. This is 2022. News, and then in 2023, as you can see on my screen, the information from the Minister of State for Mental Health and Older People. She has to also mention some things. She said the government allocated 660 million euros for home care packages in the budget, but workers are not there. I'm going to show you more on this. Just stay with me. So let me read into this whole information. It says work visa for 1,000 home care workers have been announced to address a recruitment crisis in the sector. Non-EU nationals will be able to live and work in Ireland in the home care sector from January 2023. That is last year. It doesn't mean they have started it in January, but this is the information that was shared in 2022, and now 2023 was the projected date. Say, but prospective employers must pay them a minimum of 27,000 euros per year. That's a good news. So it means that anyone applying for this job, you are not expected to get less than 27,000 euros annually. That is huge. So it says also that they must have a minimum of a 2-year contract and work a minimum of 4 continuous hours in a day. So guys, this is the gist. It means if you work 4 continuous hours, irrespective of the number of hours you're working with, it means accumulatively you're getting 27,000 euros as your annual, payment. Now you have to have 2 years contract. Now 2-year contract means you can live there, work there for that 2 years. After 2 years, you can then project for getting your permanent residency. But after 5 years, you can get your Irish, passport. I'm gonna share the requirements at the end of this video, so I'll encourage you to please just wait to the end of this video. It says Ireland is already facing a dearth of care workers with 6,200 people waiting for home support from the Health Service Executive Services for older people this year, but no care worker was available to provide them. So you can imagine, no care worker was able to support these people, support the these vulnerable people. Now, the Minister of State for Mental Health and Older People, Mary Butler, said the government has allocated 660 million euros for home care packages in this year's budget. The money was there to provide for those who needed a home care package, but the workers were not there to implement it, she stated. Let's look a little forward. Okay, so now let's talk about the payment for this package. Now, I believe you're already gathering information about this system, about this application, or this about this immigration route. So minimum wage says the announcement made by Miss Butler and Minister of State for Business, Employment and Retail, Diamond English, follows on from the recommendations of the report of Strategic Workforce Advisory Group or home carers and nursing home care assistants. Now, it makes 16 wide-ranging recommendations to address the dearth of workers in the sector, and the number have opted to quit. A minimum wage of 12.90 euro an hour and travel expenses. Are you gathering the information? Will not have to be paid to. Will now have to be paid to all home care workers. So that is automatically a free visa sponsorship. Now it says two ministers said they supported those two recommendations. Ms. Butler was confident it would be successful because of the terms and the conditions. We will be able to deliver this. The conditions are clear in relation to employment permit, she said. Now, he said among the report's recommendation were that work visa should be opened up for recruiting non-EU workers. Now, this is the good news. For people in Africa, for people in several countries, you're in Ghana, you're in Nigeria, in South Africa, Bangladesh, Palestine, whatever location you're watching this video from, either you are part of the EU or you're not part of the EU country, you are qualified for this opportunity. There is no red list country on this recruitment process, on this immigration process. So everybody is on a go, and that is a good news. Now let's look at this before we finish this video. It's a viable careers. It said all care workers working in home support and long-term residential care for older people should receive fair pay and conditions and have the opportunity to progress in their career. Did you say you can't be stagnant? You should be able to progress in your career. We need to show home support workers and healthcare assistants that we value the important work they do and make it viable career option, she said. I echo the advisory group's call for all private sector and voluntary providers to commit to pay home support workers and healthcare assistants the national living wage at a minimum of 12.9 euros per hour. That's the minimum wage. So minimum wage in some country, in fact, it's not minimum wage. It's just wage. In fact, it's not even wage. It's nothing to write home about in some countries. But here the minimum wage is standard. In UK, the minimum wage is standard, And as you can see on my screen, you can't get less than the minimum wage. And for home care support workers to receive payment for all time spent traveling between people's home and for other reasonable travel expenses. You can see it means the expense will be paid. Now, we need to urgently address the shortage of care workers in Ireland in conjunction with wider sector. Now, I'm going to skip those information. It said Mr. English said the recruitment of overseas workers for the home care sector will be well monitored and that conditions will be good enough to attract such workers. We want to make sure that we can track and we can monitor these conditions. We are confident that the improvement in terms we attract workers. So guys, this is the good news. You can see Ireland is open, just like the way UK visa sponsorship was open UK skilled worker visa was open, and a lot of people were able to migrate with their family through that route. The same thing is happening here. Ireland is opening skilled worker visa for healthcare assistants to be able to move into this platform, into their country, using this means as well. So guys, I don't want you to sleep on it. You need to act fast on this. Now I'm going to show you the requirements, things you need to have available for this process. So here are the requirements for this relocation process. One, you need an international passport. A lot of people want to travel, but I don't know how they want to do it without having the international passport. So please guys, I'm going to encourage you, please get your passport. That's number one. Number two, you need a job offer from a licensed employer, and this is what will help you to get this opportunity. So I know a lot of people always have a difficulty getting job from a licensed employer. Now, apart from the fact that you can search this on the Irish government website and get a job from the website, I would help you. I would drop a video of how to get through, how to get a job from a company in Ireland. Yeah, I'm making the research on that company, and by the next video I know I'm going to be done, and it's not going to take long. Maybe by tomorrow or next tomorrow I'm going to drop this information ASAP, like as soon as possible. I'll try to make it as quick as possible, so you'll be able to get apply for a job with this company, and you're going to be fine. Okay, so you need a job offer. You can get that. Now, I'm a testimony of that. I got a job from my home country. I got a job from Nigeria. Yeah, I was in Nigeria, I got a job, and I moved to the UK. So you can get a job with a licensed employer from Ireland, from wherever you are. So don't always see that as a big deal. People have benefited from it, people have experienced it, people have enjoyed it. So believe that you'll be part of those that will get it. So you need to get a job from a licensed employer. Another thing, you need your police clearance certificate. That's very crucial. You need your police clearance certificate. Fourthly, you need a job experience. Now, you can't get a job in the health sector or the healthcare sector without being able to prove that you have experience in that field. So what you have to do is to make sure that you have what it takes to convince your employer that you have experience in that field. You can do that by getting taking courses online, getting certificates on care, on everything that relates to care for old ones, people with dementia. You can read, watch videos, do a lot of things, and the truth is you have experience. Either if you have parents that you take care of, you have a level of experience, just that you might just have to read a lot of things through the online courses, but have to watch videos to see how to do some things. You just need to show them or to let them know that I have experience in this field. You can't be completely zero. Don't let me I won't encourage you to apply for this kind of job when you've not taken courses, you've not equipped yourself, you've not learned, you've not acquired knowledge and skills for that process. So please, you can do that online. You can do a lot of things online to get this. You can check Florence Academy, you can check her Listen, you can do a lot of online, and you get certificate for it. Yeah, so please do that. You need it. It's very, very crucial. Very, very. Either you have the skill working in the hospital or working in care home. For me, I won't lie to you, my experience was that I was able to take care of adults around me. I take care of my parents, take care of my people around me, vulnerable people. It's part of my experience, which is true. So all those things you do in your own country, those things you do, for example, your dad is sick, couldn't go out, you went ahead, drove the car went to the pharmacy, get him drugs, brought it back home, gave him, administered the drug to him. You have done the work of a caregiver. That's the truth. He wants to go to the toilet, you could hold him by the hands, take him to the toilet. You've been able to help your grandparents, helping them to the toilet. You've been able to, shop for them, make sure they are fine. Maybe you're at work, you're busy, and you're called to come home and you need to take care of somebody, and you left what you're doing and you attend to the person. All these are the experiences that are required. They are crucial, they are important. So apart from all of these things that I just mentioned, you will definitely also be trained when you're getting the job. So you need to be able to put your information together, package your details, package your CV. That's another thing. Package your CV very well, package your cover letter very well, and ensure that you're having something good to show to your employer. I won't forget to share that information with you. So if you need any information whatsoever, please just drop the information on the comment section. Please, if you were going to forget everything on this video, don't forget to like this video, so that I want a lot of people to benefit from it. And if you like this video, YouTube can recommend it to people to watch. So please don't forget to like this video, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe. Let people around you get this information. It's not viral, not everybody is aware, and information gets to you through people. So please share this information with people, let them benefit from it, and I wish you best of luck applying for this process.